Alright, so today's video is quite the motivational one, because if you actually stopped giving a shit what people think of you, that is when your most authentic self will come out. That is when you'll start making money in your business. That is when you'll start making money doing what you love, getting paid to actually be you, not pretending to be someone else. Because right now, you're probably trying to create a business where you get paid to exist. Maybe it's on the side of a current business, current job, whatever, it really doesn't matter. But the issue is, you need to be separating the space that you're in right now, where you're getting paid to be someone else, and the space where you're getting paid to be you. Like, you literally needed to be getting into the space of not caring what people think and just literally playing in your most authentic desires, your most authentic self. Like, think of when you was a child and you would literally appear to other people like you were God's gift on earth. Like, you would come up to people and be like, hey, mum, can I have this? Or like, who's your weird friend over there? What's she doing? Like, you didn't care what people think at all. That is the inner truest version of you. That is your most authentic self. It's just you've let every single person, all the conditioning from society, take over that version of you, because you're trying to push it down because of societal norms and stuff. Like, oh, don't be this, don't be that, don't be too rude, don't be too cocky, because you'll be like, don't love yourself enough, you'll get told if you're cocky. Don't go out and earn money, because then you'll be seen as greedy, or you'll be rejected. Or don't do this passion of yours because it's too much, or you won't get paid for it. Like, literally sitting with yourself for so long and do the self-discovery journey. Like, this is the journey I've been going on for so long. It's constantly questioning my actions from a place of self-love. Is this me? Is this my brain? Is it someone else's brain? Is this my desire? Is it someone else's desire? Is this my limiting belief? Do I actually believe this? Is this true? Or is it someone else's? This is what's led me to go down so many businesses, and every single time I have a new business, I've got crystal clearer on what I actually want to do. And it's only the last year where I've actually realized what I want to do with my entire life, through asking myself, what would I do if money and time wasn't a problem? That created this YouTube, if you're new here. That is a question I ask myself. Literally, I asked myself it again last night, just to make sure I'm in tune with my path. But literally, giving yourself, like, this is the best thing you could do. Is what I'm going to say is literally every single week, give yourself time to play, like as if you was a child again. Give yourself time to sit down with yourself and say, what do I want to do? That just for the literal fun of it, like just for no reason whatsoever, what am I going to do this weekend, this week, this time that I did as a child? Maybe I don't do it anymore for whatever reason, or maybe I just feel like randomly doing it. Like the other day, I was literally like, I think I want to start horse riding. There's no reason for me to do horse riding. I just fancy doing it. Like, whatever that is for you, whether it's going and painting, journaling, put pen to paper and start writing. You know, if you want to be a writer or a journalist or whatever it is, maybe you just want to go and like show up online and start streaming, or start YouTubing, start TikTok live streaming, like whatever it is to you, literally pull out the camera, pull out the paper, pull out the canvas, pull out the laptop, and just start writing, talking, typing. Like, just start doing whatever it is you want to do, with no end goal in mind, just you being your child self. Checking is still recording. You being your child self. Like, just tune in for a second before you get into that state. Maybe you want to start journaling and getting all the mental logic, like the right side brain stuff out. Just get it on paper, get out the logic, get rid of it. Meditate a little bit if you want to, and just get those creative juices flowing, and just pretend that no one is watching. Because let's be real, no one is watching. Everyone is just in their own world, their own reality. Nobody gives a shit about your life. Like, literally, you're the only person consumed with your life. Everyone's consumed with their life. I'm consumed with my life. You're consumed with your life. Nobody cares what you're doing, and it literally doesn't matter. Like, no one is watching you. You're the only one watching yourself. If you think people are watching you, is because you're watching yourself. That is a reflection of your behavior in yourself. If you're judging someone else and getting jealous of them for doing the thing that you would love to do, take that as a sign that that is something you would like to do. Like, whatever you're getting triggered by in someone else, maybe you're really inspired by them, maybe you're actually triggered by them and you find them annoying. Ask yourself, is this something I actually want to do? Is this a hidden shadow in me? Is this a hidden attribute of mine that I am getting triggered by? Like, my shadow is getting triggered by this because it's actually within me. That is usually how it goes. So if you don't know what you want to do, just start doing that. Just literally put pen to paper, fingers to the keys, whatever it is, just start doing it and show up as your most authentic self. Show up as your inner child, your most authentic self. Like, no one is watching. You don't even need to pretend. Just continuously practice doing this, and every single time you go to do what you love and what you really want to do, every time you do it, aim to actually sit there and get more and more authentic. Aim to get deeper and deeper into your desires. Maybe one day you're painting and you paint a tree because it's the most logical thing you can think of, and then before you know it, you're painting some crazy ass Picasso painting and you're like, what the hell am I doing? Okay, right, let me turn off the brain, I don't care what I'm doing, just blah 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 blah. That is literally, the more you spend time with yourself, the more you discover yourself. But the issue is that most people are sat there distracting themselves. They're afraid to sit down with themselves. They're afraid to sit down with themselves because they're afraid of what will come up. They're afraid of all of their desires, and their literal hopes and dreams are going to come to the surface, and they're going to be disappointed because they don't think it can happen because of what society's told us. And they're afraid that then they're going to become miserable because they don't think it can happen. So when they sit down and they're like, oh my God, I can't sit with myself for more than 2 seconds without getting bored, agitated. Let me turn on some Netflix. Let me turn on some YouTube. Let me try and manifest and watch manifestation videos. But let's not actually do the manifestation because I don't think I deserve it. I don't think I can do it. And I'm not going to be asked to do the inner work to actually become a person that can get it and deserves it and all the things, right? That's what most people do. So hopefully you're not that kind of person because you're in the self-development space and you're watching this video. But if you do this, honest to God, literally tell me if you do this down below, because this is the very thing that has helped me discover who I want to be, what I want to do. I just started posting YouTube videos randomly last year of me walking on a run, and I posted my thoughts. This is the best way to do it, right? So take literally what I did, right? I had no end goal whatsoever about YouTube. There was no physical goal. It was just, if I had nothing to do with my life, I had all the money in the world, all the time in the world, what would I do? I'd talk about manifestation because it's something I love and no one in my life talks about manifestation. That is what I do. And so I just started literally my brain and my thoughts. I popped out my phone like I'm right now. We're on the 0.5 setting. I was on a run. I stopped in the park. It was cool setting. And actually, I think I started my video in here for the first time when I was renovating it. And then whilst I was on a run, I just couldn't, there's so much thought. There's so many juices. I'm actually going to put you on here. There's so many juices that you'll find you've been hiding this whole time. So many thoughts that you've been bundling in your mind. You don't even realize how much energy this is taking up in your mind. They're all floating there. All of your thoughts about things that you love, things that you want to do, your opinions, politics, whatever it is, it's all floating around in your mind, taking up so much energy, and you want to share it. You want to share your passion, your wisdom, your creativity, whatever it is you came on this earth to do. Everyone has a purpose. Everyone is creative beings. Everyone has wisdom. Everyone is smart. Everyone has something to offer to this earth. And they're just letting it a bundle up in their mind. They're not putting it out there to people. They're not sharing their unique gifts and their unique offerings. So literally just do that. No one is watching. Just sit there, share your gifts, share your offerings, do whatever it is. Let me just make sure we're still recording again, because I do not trust I can't see the front of my phone like this, but it's better quality this way, I think. So literally putting it out there, literally do what I did, just create a video randomly one day and be hey, I don't know who's watching, but this is how to manifest, you guys. This is my advice, this is what I'm doing. inspiration, go out there, get paid to exist, do what you want to do what you love, like whatever it is, right? That's what I did. And I was just walking around, like just talking to the camera. And then before you knew it, my videos started to take off. And here we are today. Like, I love doing it still all the time. Hence, this is day 4. Is this day 4 or 5 of manifestation inner work? Even though I don't think this is manifestation inner work, because it's just a random motivational video. But either way, when you start doing something that you love and you start doing something that's aligned with you, you will find that nobody can stop you. Nobody can tell you differently. No one can tell you not to do it. You physically cannot be stopped. That is how you know you've found your purpose. That is how you know you've found your passion, when no one can stop you. No matter where you are in the world, how much money you have, how much time you have, when you start doing this thing and you discover what that is for you, you cannot be stopped. You're unstoppable. That will eventually gain traction as long as you're authentically you and you're genuinely just saying what you want to say with no limiting beliefs, no adult conditioning. You're just literally blurting stuff out, or blurting it out of your mind kind of thing, like through pen, paper, through video, whatever it is. When you do that, you are magnetic. You are literally the most authentic version of you, and people like authenticity. People like people that make them feel comfortable in their presence. By you showing up authentically, purely you, it gives someone else the permission to do it in their life too. Because when you don't judge yourself, others don't feel judged in your presence. That is how magnetic you are. People will be drawn to whatever it is you have. People will be drawn to the energy in your art. People will be drawn to the energy in your videos, in your wisdom, in your writing, whatever it is. Okay, don't be that writer that copies everyone else and just writes really blandly and you want to create a book. Don't be that person that just writes stuff really logically and special, the same font, the same writing, the same structure, the professional writing. The most magnetic, awesome books I've read are the people literally just being silly and goofy while still offering me good information. They're being completely themselves. They're not afraid to make fun of themselves. They're not afraid to take jokes. They're not think of that book or that podcast that you listen to, and it was just so heartwarming. It was just a breath of fresh air, right? Those YouTubers, those influencers, they're a breath of fresh air because they're just them and they don't care, and you love them for it. Okay, so if you get activated by people like that and you're like, oh my god, who do they think they are? Again, ask yourself, where is this a reflection of me inside of me? Because the likelihood is you've pushed down that version of you that is really out there and confident, but you see that as unsafe. So therefore you've hidden that in you, but now your shadow and that side of you, that pushed down side of you, is getting triggered by someone else because it's showing you and it's making you feel bad that you're not doing that because it's part of you, right? So if you want to discover what you want to do, literally just watch people. How do I react to people? How do I react to this Pinterest picture? How do I react to this influencer? How do I react to this gamer, this live streamer, this book writer, this journalist, this film writer, this musician? How do I react to them? Am I triggered because they're doing well? Or am I triggered because I love them so much and I'm so in awe of their presence and I cannot stop watching? Why? Ask yourself why, and you will find all of the answers inside of you. So I hope that video helped you. If you want to do all the inner work on getting paid to exist, discovering your true self, discovering your authentic passion, your desires, your values, your literal most authentic, passionate manifestation, your dream life self, whatever, all of that's in paid to exist. But I hope that video helped you. Have a lovely, lovely day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.